So I'm going to do a heartbeat ring inspired by a live stream I did a while back for the heartbeat bracelet. This one I'm going to put a bead on a 20 gauge piece of wire about 6 to 8 inches long, and then we're just going to bend this one up and then this one down. Now don't worry about the bead flipping. Once it's on your finger it won't flip, so we're going to just get our needle nose pliers here and we're going to hold this in place and give it a good sharp bend towards the front. So then it's going to have a nice sharp bend, and then the same thing here. We're going to take this one and bend it up, nice sharp bend, and then we're going to do a couple of shorter bends. So we're just going to more towards the middle, bend it down, and then bend it up. So we've got these nice sharp bends, and then we're going to just bend it at a right angle straight to the back. Now we're going to do the same thing here. So we're going to just go down, imagine at the same level as that one. So we're going to take this one and just bend it to the front. Don't worry if it's exactly the same. And then over here we're going to bend it to the back at about the same height. Again, don't worry if it's perfect. And then we're going to do a couple more here. So bend this one up. You can measure it with a ruler if you want, but it's not super necessary. And then bend that one to the back. And we're just going to bend that at a right angle. So we have this configuration here. And from there, we want to put it on the ring cone. Take your ring cone, place it at the size of your ring. Try not to distort these bends here. So just bring it on here. Hold that in place, bring that one around to the back. So once we have it to the back, we're just going to make sure it's the size that you need. Bring them in a little bit, okay, like that. Just be careful with it. And then when it's the size that you want, you're going to hold it in place and remove it from the ring cone. Then take your flat pliers, hold it, but make sure you have it centered. So bring them over a little bit if you have to make sure they're in the position of the bead. And then take this one, bend it in a couple of times. This makes it somewhat adjustable, so it's a good design in that way. We're going to bring that one around here, and then we're going to flip it around. You can also hold this with some silicone tip pliers so you don't scratch the wire, but I wouldn't worry too much about it because it's going to be at the back. So we're going to bring this one around here and just wiggle it in place. So now we'll do a couple flush cuts, one there, flip it over, and do one there. And we want to pinch these in place so they hold in place and they're also not scratchy. So we're going to take that one and bring that one in place a little bit, and then you can put it back on the ring cone, play around with it a little bit to hold it in place, and there you have your funky stylized heartbeat ring. So we can also do the wire heart like I did in the live stream. We're going to do a little Mimi heart, so we just bend that with the round pliers, pull it around here, and then I'm just going to take my looping pliers and form a little heart. You don't want it to be too big, so we're going to use the pliers just around here. You can just use regular round nose pliers as well. Just bring it around. Then you're just going to bend this up at an angle. Then we'll bend it up on the same position on the other side. And then from there we can just go ahead and do our little beats. So we're going to go up and down and then up. You can make these any size that you want, down and across, and then the same on this side. So we're just going to start by going down, and then we're going to do these about the same as on the other side. So up and down, Just do like 2 big ones first and then a couple of little ones down. And then we're going to bend that across. So this is our configuration that we have. And then we'll put it on the ring cone. Bring it around again. Once you have these around to the back, just position this to your ring size. Make sure these are pulled snugly, but don't pull your heartbeats out of shape. And then remove it from the ring cone. From there, get your flat pliers again. Make sure they're centered. And we're just going to bring that one in and bend it around a couple of times. And then we're going to flip it. If the wire is too long, just give it a little clip and then bring it up and around. 2 times is probably good, so it holds in place. You can do it 3 times if you want. There we go. And now we're just going to clip it on either side. 1 and 2. And the same thing, you can just pinch those in so they're not sharp. Pinch that one in so it's not sharp. Put it back on the ring cone, and there you have your funky heartbeat ring.